guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Jackie, and today, as the title may suggest, I'm doing a what's in my work bag. So I'm going to do 3 of these videos. So what's in my work bag, what's in my personal bag, and what's in my car bag, if you like, which is just 2 cosmetic bags that I have various things in. So I like watching these sorts of videos. I like to see people's bags, what they have in them, etc, etc. So I am also at a slightly different angle today, so I've moved things around from my last video, which was that wasn't my last video, but since my last room tour / makeup collection. My collection's stored in the same way, but I've just moved things around in the room. I think I did say that I move things around a lot, so it won't be surprising. So yeah, I'm not doing this to show off any types of bags that I may or may not have, or I may have. Who can show off what they don't have? But yeah, so I thought I'd film this. It also might be helpful to some people depending on the type of bags, that I have. So I have 4 bags that I tend to rotate for work depending on how and what I'm doing. So if I am getting the train, I use a backpack, but I'm not getting the train at the moment. So I'm just using a tote bag. So I have 2 Marc Jacobs, the tote bags. One of them is here. This one I bought off the Marc Jacobs website. It's the baby pink canvas, medium sized, which is really nice, but it can get really dirty, and because of the colour I bought it in, I don't like it getting really grubby, so that's for a gentle day. I also have a Michael Kors tote bag, which is filthy. I think it's leather. Or not, actually I don't think it is leather, it's canvas one. I got it from the Michael Kors outlet in Ashford a few years ago, but the straps are really thin, and so if I carry it on my shoulder with my laptop and everything in, it hurts my arm. And then the last one I have, which is the one I'm currently using, is another Michael Jacobs. That's a whole new person. Marc Jacobs tote, same as the other one. Same size, medium, but it's a leather. So let's get into the video, shall we? Because that's what you're here to see, hopefully. So this is my bag. It is the tote bag by Marc Jacobs. Now I ummed and ahed over this bag because I wanted one where you could have the shoulder strap. So this one comes with this thin strap. I tend to just carry it by the handles, but I also sometimes switch out and put the other, excuse me, sorry, please don't have a coughing fit now. I sometimes put just a black strap on it, or I am thinking about going and getting one of the Marc Jacobs straps because I like the thicker strap because it doesn't hurt my arm so much. I say all the time, I'm so sorry. I've just done it again. So this one came from Vinted. And the reason why I ummed and ahed over it, let me just move. So I've changed my setup, so now I feel like I'm in the camera. That's a bit better. So yeah, so this one, I wasn't sure whether to get it because the size, it said it wouldn't fit the laptop that I have for work, but it actually does. So you can see my laptop's in there now. It does make it poke up a little bit here. You can see it goes up a bit, but actually it doesn't really cause any problem and it doesn't affect the bag. The other nice thing about the canvas is that it keeps its shape, whereas I'll show you once I've emptied this, it goes all floppy. So when I'm not using it, I stuff it with other bags, you know, like my backpack or whatever, to make it keep its shape. So one of the nice features is that it has this magnet that you can pop that in, and I like that they have a zip. So the options I had when I was looking for a work bag would be, as you will see, I love Louis Vuitton. I think I discussed this in a video previously, but the Neverfull one, it has thin straps. I am overweight, so I'm fat basically, so the bag doesn't have enough drop to allow me to put my arm through it. It'd be too tight, so then that would be uncomfortable. I'd have to carry it by the handles, and that sort of takes a toll on your arms after a while, and it doesn't have a zip. So sometimes when I do get the train, I might use this bag or one of my other tote bags, and they have zips, so that is also a deciding factor. They're very expensive for what they are. They're just canvas. You know, this one, I got this, as I said, on Vinted. It was £200, which was about the same as the canvas one that I got from Michael. Oh, I need to get Michael Kors out of my head. From the Marc Jacobs website. These leather ones are normally about £400-500, I believe, possibly even more. I'll check on the website, and I can put the price somewhere on the screen. So the fact that I got it on Vinted in the colour that I wanted, because even the colours on the Marc Jacobs website at the time weren't even particularly what I wanted. I like bright colours and things, so I wanted a bright coloured one. I always get tons of compliments on it, and people say, I love your bag, that's so nice, what a great colour. So yeah, so I am really pleased with it. And so yeah, I'm rambling. So yeah, so it was this one. The contenders were this Michael Kors. Oh my god, I've done it again. This video, if I say Michael Kors and I'm referring to this bag, I mean Marc Jacobs, but I can't keep correcting myself because it's annoying me, and I'm sure it's annoying you too. So it was the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag, a Louis Vuitton Neverfull, or the Louis Vuitton, is it on the go? But they are just so ridiculously expensive. I'm not paying £2,000, whether I could or couldn't afford it, on a bag that I take to the office 2 days a week. So I basically work from the office 2 days a week, and I work from home 2 days a week now because I don't work Tuesdays anymore. Today's actually a Monday. I have the day off, so I thought I would film. But I think in a past video I've said I do a lot of my filming. I bulk film on Tuesdays to schedule the upload so that I don't do what I've done before, which is I film several videos and then I don't film them anymore because I don't have time, or I get bored or whatever. So Tuesdays tends to be my filming day at the moment. So that's that. Yeah, they were the contenders. I did look at some other ones. I watched lots of videos about luxury bags, best bags for work, what have you, and a lot of them said they wouldn't even fit my laptop in anyway. So then I thought, well, what's the point? Then you've got to go to a bigger bag, which is inconvenient and bulky and hard to carry. Like if I was getting the train and I was dropping £2,000 on a handbag, in guarantee I'll be using that bag every day that I can. The other factor was safety elements. So I work in Crawley. I used to live in Crawley. It's a nice place, but unfortunately there is a level of homelessness which is terribly sad and upsetting, and I really feel for people in that situation. However, I don't want to put myself in a situation where I feel unsafe. So walking around with designer stuff, I do use my designer stuff when I'm at work, but I would only ever have one that was like a crossbody, which I have done with my Speedy and my other Louis Vuitton bag. So yeah, I don't want to encourage any issues. I also get to work early. When I get the train, I'm normally in Crawley by 6:30 in the morning, or 7, and then I walk to the office, and it's dark. It's coming into winter, it's going to be dark, and it's, you know, it's nerve-wracking when you're by yourself. So also partly why I drive, but I will get the train sometimes. So anyway, enough rambling from me. Let's get into the bag. So yeah, so as I said, I nearly said the wrong name again, it's right there. Marc Jacobs, the tote bag in medium, in a pink raspberry, I think this might be, but it's like it is translating on camera, I feel. So yeah, this is the true colour of the bag. Really gorgeous. Some people say, oh, if you don't like the tote bag branded all over it, you can use it this way, and the label is slightly smaller. But I do think if you're going to be buying a bag in what could be deemed an obnoxious colour that is branded, then use it in that way. Like, I don't understand why you would spend the money on having a Marc Jacobs bag and then not like use it. So when people buy a Gucci t-shirt and then just buy a plain black one, and I think, well, that's like I don't know how much they are, but it's a lot of money. So why would you not just buy one that shows what it is? But some people, unlike me, are understated, and that is fine. Okay, so let's go what's in the bag. So you can see if I open it, we've got my laptop fits in there perfectly fine. Oh, this is very awkward. I've got my pouch in there, my headphones, my work pass, which I won't be showing, and I think, do I have any? No, I don't have any keys in here because they're in my personal bag because it's been the weekend, so I swapped stuff out. So, oh, my purse is in here though because I don't, I use my phone a lot for Apple Pay, so I bought, my husband bought me my purse at Christmas last year or the year before. Last year. I forget what even month we're in now. We're in September, aren't we? So, yeah, so I do obviously use my purse, but I don't need it all the time. I just like to have it. So these are my work headphones, very exciting. This is my work laptop. It's just a standard like laptop that everybody has nowadays for working from home. I believe it is a 15-inch Lenovo ThinkPad, but I mean, that's not what we're here to see, is it? I've got my purse. This is just a Louis Vuitton. I chose it because it's pink inside. It has a, it's got dollars in it. That's handy, isn't it? It's just got a coin, not coin. What's this? Notes part. And then I liked it because it had the coin part as well. So that's annoying, isn't it, when you have a purse that doesn't take coins or doesn't take notes effectively. So that's that. And then take that out. And then this is my Louis Vuitton pouch where I keep all my things that I always take. So whatever bag I'm using, I just whip this out and throw it in. The only place I have two of these. One's in my car and one goes in these bags. The only time I don't use this is in my personal handbag because they don't have a lot of room and they're very structured. And they don't, it's quite full as well, but they don't bend very well. So I find it takes up too much room. Plus, when you'll see as I go, if I had like my purse, so my handbag, my pouch, my purse, and my car key, which also has something Louis Vuitton in it, I do look like I ran through a Louis Vuitton shop covered in glue. Like, it's too much. I think it looks a bit like overkill. So, yeah, I don't use everything all at once. And then the bag itself, you can see inside, it just has this, like, it's attached, but it's got like a zip section here. Oh, which has a little tag in it. How cute. You can tell I've never even opened this. What does it even say? Oh, so it's just some care instructions on how to look after the bag. Oops. So yeah, well, that's exciting, isn't it? I didn't even know that was in there. As you can see, I don't put anything in that pouch. And so yeah, it's just got a little bit you can sort of put a phone in, I guess, and what have you. Put that back in there. And so that's that. So that's the bag itself. Actually, it's keeping it, whoopsie, it's keeping its shape, but yeah, it would squish down quite easily, whereas the canvas one, you'd like snap it. So in my pouch here, I have a Bath & Body Works hand cream. This is in Costa Rica Pink Pineapple Sunrise. Sunrise? Yes, Sunrise, my favourite. I love it. That and Waikiki Beach Coconut are my absolute favourites. I have a Rem Beauty lip oil in Raspberry Drip. I'm about halfway through. I got this in March. Did I go this year? Yes, March this year. I don't know when I did anything, do I? March this year, I got this from Ulta when I was there. A Pink Pineapple Sunrise hand sanitizer from Bath & Body Works, about halfway through. Once I get quite low, I put a new one in, ready for that one to run out. A Nivea Pearl and Beauty deodorant. I've got this one because of the size. These are 25ml ones. When I get them, I get like 4 or 5 at a time, and then I've always got them. I've got the world's teeniest, tiniest little lip balm. When I bought this, I was in America again, and my dad laughed his head off because it's so small, and my dad's a big guy, and he's like, well, did you buy it so I couldn't steal any? his finger won't even fit in the pot, like it's so small, but it's handy to have. And it's nice that it's a dipping one in case someone wants to use it, someone else. And then I've got a number 68 Sol de Janeiro. These are the little 30 milliliters. Oh, it's nearly done. I do have one to replace it with, the number 40, but I don't think I like the scent, so I might decant a scent that I do like into a Travelo. The only thing with the Travelo is it's like 3 squirts and you're done, so you've got to keep remembering to top it up all the time. I do have some blister plasters. Not so long ago, well, I say not so long ago, it's probably about May time, May or June, I bought some Skechers when we went to the US in the March, and I hadn't worn them, and they were like a canvasy type shoe, and I have worn Skechers for years and years and years, and they have never done me wrong. And these ones, 8, I took about 15-20 steps, they ripped the back of both my ankles and the sides of one of my feet, and I didn't have any plasters. The pain was horrific, and they bled. Oh, it was awful. I had to throw the shoes away because they were ruined, and 2, they really hurt me, so they went in the bin. I had to go and buy other shoes, and it was terrible. However, it took my feet so long to heal, and because I didn't have any plasters, I bought some off, I think it was off Shein or somewhere. So yeah, so I always carry these now in case something like that happens to me again. And then I have 2 little fun sized chocolates, and the reason why excuse me is in one of my other bags I actually have like an emergency snack bag. Now you'd say, Jackie, you're overweight, do you need an emergency snack bag? The reason why I have one is, I've mentioned it briefly on other videos, I take Manjaro, and my blood sugar drops quite a lot, and I don't always necessarily eat enough during the day. I forget because I'm not hungry. So I have these in case my blood sugar drops and I need something, because it makes me not feel very well. So yeah, so that is that. And also sometimes it's nice to have a little sweet treat. So they all fit nicely in there, and that's that. So that is it, guys. Shorter but sweet video. I hope that you enjoy it. What sort of things, comment below, please comment, chat to me, tell me what you have in your bag. Do you work in the office all the time? Do you have a particular bag that you use? Let's, have some conversations, and feel free to share in the comments what particular thing you like. Do you like my bag? Would you use that bag, or would you use a different one? Let me know. I'm really trying to build my channel and do my best as I can to do that. So by you guys doing that, it's really helped me. Thank you so much for watching, liking, some subscribing. It really makes me happy. I know people say that, and I'm not a big YouTuber in the slightest. I don't really, the 29 subscribers that I have mean so much to me. It would be like having 29 million to another person. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, like, and subscribe and comment. So thank you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.